Honestly, I know I slagged the tat shops off down in Resort, but these big warehouses, I love them. Look, I'm in my element here. Why? Because it's dirt cheap. I want one. Gentlemen, are you on a lad's holiday? Right, so I've made it to the big warehouse. Look, I'm in the middle of China. Look, there is honestly, there's nothing this place doesn't do. I think challenge is to find the most useless and the most useful thing that we can find here in the Temu Shein warehouse. Let's go. So look, this is full of everything that you would possibly find online. Price is a little bit more expensive. Now, you've seen the men on the street, haven't you, when you're on holiday? They always pick on the ones that have not been together too long, and they go, would you like a rose for the lady? Would you like a rose for the lady? This is where they get them from, look. Just come here and get them get your own rose. You don't have to worry, just give it them in advance. Here, bought you a rose, so if the geezer on the street asks while we're here, or while we're having dinner, well, I've already got them, yeah. Okay, sweetheart. And they're only £1.95 here. Be a £5 or a tenner on the street. These are always good for the kids, aren't they, on holiday? Look, little windmills. They remind me of sort of British holidays, look, going on holiday in England, look, but 69 cents. How exciting. Takes me back to my youth. Whoever buys that one, I've probably spat all over it. Look at this one. Has Mr TravelON got the breath in him to move this? He has indeed. Jeez. I've gone dizzy. I think I'm going to pass out. Jesus Christ. Oh, bloody hell. I feel like I'm high. €7.50. It's better than drugs, that is. Jeez. Right, come on. Let's see what else we can find. Plastic, 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 plastic. Is there anything that isn't plastic? Look, well, God, how much plastic can you get in one place? Funnels, pots, holders for your fruit and veg. Look, for the fridge. These are amazing. Massive plastic bins. Look, even pink ones. Look, all fully matching. My God. I've shown you these before, look. Fly traps. Remember your nan used to have the multicoloured ones. Do you ever have them in your house, the multicoloured ones? They were shite, weren't they? They looked awful. Beautiful soft blankets, look. In a full array of colours. Even your bedding, look. You can get your pillows, you can get seat covers, you can get whatever you can imagine, they do, look. Little storage stuff here for your bedrooms and for your wardrobes and stuff. Even furniture now, look. Even bloody furniture. There's nothing this place don't do. Coat hangers. Well, I'll give you a choice. You can go for the cloud ones, the wooden ones, the small plastic ones. I mean, how many different varieties of coat hangers do you want? And this is a pack of 3 for €1.65. I mean, that to me is a bargain. Is that a bargain? I don't know. Ladies, you're the expert on coat hangers. There's so much here, look. Stuff to hang your curtains up. And yes, they even sell curtains as well, look. Straight through here. Unbelievable. What a place. Bed stuff. But you've never seen so many curtains, ever. Look at that. Still going. It's still bloody going. Dog signs, look. Your German Shepherd lives here. Jack Russell lives here. Pug lives here. Bloody hell. I might get one saying Mrs TravelON lives here. Right, they actually sell pants here. And I don't think I'm ever going to buy pants from a Chinese warehouse. But, well, we can have a look, can't we? Oh my God. Ladies, stand by. Treat your man for €10.90. Look at that, ladies. £6.50 that. €6.50. And your man would be the happiest man alive, look. Get the old basque on the go, look. Look at that. Unbelievable. Here's the boxers. There you go. These are actually the material of the boxers that I want, and they're $2.95, $2.65. That's actually really cheap. Maybe I'll be buying some boxer shorts from the Chinese warehouse. That's for two. That's $2.65 for two. Right, you're going to take the piss out of me now, but I might actually buy some pants in the Chinese warehouse. The only reason I'm saying this is because this material is the material that I wear, right? I know it looks like I'm a cyclist and it looks like swimming shorts, but I do suffer from a bit of chaffing, especially in the heat. You know when you walk and your legs chaff? And when I wear like cotton boxer shorts, I don't know why am I telling you about me fucking pants for? I don't know why you watch me, but when I wear my normal boxers, like cotton ones, well, your skin rubs together. These are sort of designed for runners, and because they're like a lycra fit, they basically suck to your body. So you're never rubbing together. They're a godsend. These look a bit small though, they're a large. I'm going to get my fat arse in there. I usually get them from Decathlon and they're $4.95 each. These are $2.65 for two. I'm getting some. We can at least try them, can't we? I can't bring them back though, that's the problem. Now these are big, not the right material, and they're not for two. Cheeky gits have put two on the hanger. And I just said, are they for one or two? She said one. Well, why is there two on the hanger then? That is a little bit cheeky. But anyway, still $3.35 for them ones, but it's not the right material for me. Playboy bunny ones. Right, listen. I've got to stop, haven't I? I've got to stop. This video is not about pants. Although, it could be. Right, I don't think I'm going to get them. I'm going to go Decathlon. I'm taking you Decathlon, by the way. We're going to have a look at the pants there. They've even got weights here, look. I don't know why they're in the lingerie section. I might just stand here and wait for some ladies to pass by and just be here pumping some iron. While the ladies are looking at the lingerie. I need to get out of here. I'm going to get myself in trouble, and I'm going to get myself arrested. Look at the size of these sports bags. I don't know if they're sports bags or body bags. Jesus Christ. 90 centimetres by 41 by 53. That is definitely not going to fit in a Ryanair carry case, is it? Look at the size of it. Dear gosh. Well, if I ever do away with Mrs TravelON, and certainly come down here and get her in there, chop her up, put her in, boom, chuck her in the sea. You'll never know. I'm going to get in trouble with this video, aren't I? Bloody hell. Right, but there is like your luggage and stuff, like these cool backpacks and stuff, look. There you go. Lanzarote caps, look, all different designs of Lanzarote caps. I bet they're cheaper here than they are in the shops in resort. No prices on them, but $5.95 for that. You'd definitely be paying at least a tenner in resort. And these are quite good, look. Little sort of scarves and that, especially if there's a bit of sand in the sky, or if you're going on one of the buggy tours or anything like that, you can come here. These are dirt cheap, I bet. $2.50. Can't beat that, can you? Bargain. Bottles and packed lunches and stuff for the kids, look, all with Minecraft and things like that. Little sippy cups. Sandwich stuff for the plane. Maybe if you're heading home and you want to do a little sort of sweet pack lunch thing, $7.95. All sorts here, look, to suit everybody. Do you know what? I could spend all day in here showing you lot what they do. It's quite it entertains me, entertaining you, showing you all the stuff, because when you come in here, you're just going for what you want to buy, aren't you? But when I stop and show you what they do, well, it's interesting. I've done you this before, but I'm going to take you quickly through the tourist section. Noodles, balls, $2.65. They'll blow them up for you as well. Things like this for the pool, look, $2.35. If you're stopping in a villa or anything like that, come and get all your stuff. I know you're going to dump it anyway because I see it all in the bins as I'm driving around, but you're talking $2.95 for that. You're talking in resort 10, 15 euros for these types of things. Bloody kites, little things like this, look, $1.95. I mean, you pay loads for that in resort. Little things to keep your stuff safe on the beach. Look at that, €1.95. That is a Temu TikTok shop Shein special. That little thing there, look. What's this? An anti-UV sleeve. What the hell? So if you burnt your arms, you can put one of them on, and it's an anti-UV sleeve. What? That's a new one for me. But you can get them here for $1.65. It's worth $1.65 just to try it, isn't there? I don't fancy walking around with two of them on my sleeves. Bikinis, look, swimming costumes, all sorts of stuff. You're talking for your, like, your swim shorts for the kids, look, just in case you forgot them. $3.65. Or you need some new ones, look. Your more branded ones are $7.50. There you go. Speedos, gentlemen. $13.50 for Speedos. Who's wearing them? Any Speedos there, look? €14, ladies, for this stunning bikini. Can you see yourself walking down the street wearing this? Looking absolutely tanned, fantastic. $14.95. Special price here in the Lanzarote Temu shop. Gentlemen, are you on a lad's holiday? Are you here with your other half, but you want to get a little bit of attention on the beach this summer? Well, why not put your parts in one of these? These fantastic budgie smugglers will see you looking like the absolute don while you walk around the beach. These cheekers on the beach will be looking at you and thinking he is definitely not from the UK and Ireland wearing those Speedos. He must be continental, and he's definitely packing a little bit. Tell you what, you could be quids in with these. €13. Money well spent. Top tip from Mr TravelON. Look at these for the beach, look, $3.95. Keep the little tiny ones happy. Let them play in the sand. All this sort of stuff, $8.50. You're talking $15 in resort. $4.35 for that, look. These are all things for the beach, look. Your buckets and spades, $2.35. $7.50 for the bigger ones. There is so much in here to save you some money. Bubbles. Kids love bubbles, don't they? Kids love bubbles. There you go. Every single type of bubble that you could possibly imagine. Keep them happy for 89 cents. It's a no-brainer. Get yourself in here. Save you an absolute fortune. You know what kids are like with bubbles? Can I have some bubbles? Can I have some bubbles? Can I have some bubbles? They're about $2.50 in resort. All they do is blow them, get them in their eye and burn their bloody pupils to death. Get them these, let them burn away. 89 cents. You'll be glad of it. The hell is this? This fills up water balloons. Unbelievable. You can buy a load of water balloons there, fill this with water, and it fills it up for them. Boom. Loads of fun. €6. On the subject of water balloons, look, you've got all of these. Want a water fight? Well, you are rocking and rolling. Footballs, $8.95. They will blow them up for you as well. Your noodle oodles, for those that can't swim. Paddling pools. All this sort of stuff. Look, $2.65 for these. Keep your kids safe. Don't know what these are. Drinking cups, $2.35. There is so much here. Look, beach balls, $4.95 for your big tubes. Look, if you've got kids that need armbands and stuff, they've got all these here. Water things. If the kids are learning to dive, they can throw these in. Look, for $2.50. It just keeps you entertained. And of course, if you need to plug your ears and your nose, well, for $1.65, you can do. Honestly, I know I slagged the tat shops off down in resort, but these big warehouses, I love them. Look, $5.95 for goggles. I'm in my element here. Why? Because it's dirt cheap. Water gun, €4. Paying €9 easy in resort for them. Easy. Towels as well, look. Loads of towels. Beach towels, £6. All different types, all different sizes. These for the beach, look. I don't know what you'd call these, but they're wicker things. €2.50. I mean, they're ideal for the beach. Keeps the sand off you. Absolutely fantastic. Hired a car. You don't want to get back in the car, do you, while it's roasting hot? Well, for €4, get one of these. You can throw it away after, or leave it for the next person that hires the car. Keeps the sun off the car and makes it cooler when you get back in. Last thing you want to do is get out of a heat wave into a fucking oven, do you? Your umbrellas and stuff like that. It's got everything. Right, that's enough of holiday stuff. But, I mean, these bags are really, really good. Look. A little bit expensive in my opinion, 39 euros for that. I don't know, but it is a good bag. It's probably the quality of that. The quality is really, really good on that, if I'm honest with you. I've seen cheaper, but quality wise, not bad. Anyway, let's have one little last browse around here. I'm definitely not buying them pants. They're not going to fit me. And then I think we're going to go to Decathlon. I'm going to talk chafing. Shit I'm talking about today is mad. Usually I'd walk down this aisle and say, ladies, look, you've got all your stuff for your manicures, all your stuff for your eyelashes, all your makeup stuff, and of course all the stuff like to put your hair back and things like that. You know, all your hair clips and your things. However, in this day and age, I don't know, because I see full-grown men of my age walking around with a man bun and an Alice band in their hair. I mean, if you've got one of them, well, maybe you're going to be offended by this, but what the are you doing? What are you doing with a man bun? Am I just getting old? If you're at a certain age, I can look at you and I can say you look like a proper pleb. But you're in your 20s. We all look like a pleb when we're in our 20s. I mean, I went to the barber's once and asked for the vanilla ice cut, you know, with the flick. So I know we all look like plebs back in the day. But if you're a full-grown, fully-fledged adult like myself, and at my age, and you are walking around with a goddamn man bun, I'm sorry, but you really need to question your life. How many people can Mr TravelON offend in one video? How many people am I going to lose? I've got 70,000 subscribers. By the end of this video, I'll have 2. But anyway, look, if it gets rid of people with man buns, I really don't care. I've got no time for you. But anyway, look, let's have a look at this. I have no idea what this is, what it's for, but it's in the ladies' hair section. Oh, I do. I want one. I'm buying one. Let's double it. Let's double it. Happy days. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm buying that. That is unbelievable. I want one. There's another one as well. All ready for Christmas, look. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody, from Mr TravelON, the biggest fan of Christmas going. Absolutely not. There you go. It's too hot, that. It's too hot. I've also found this as well. It's a bit worrying. Yo, bro. You coming out tonight? Should we go loot? Let's go loot. I'm going down Mackie D's. I'm going down Mackie D's. Let's see what we can find down there. I've heard the west side are on the wrong side. We go down and kill them. Jesus Christ, look at that. I look scary, don't I? Too hot for that shit. Right, I know I slagged the man bun people off, but I'm just, if you can't beat them, join them, look. So this is what the man bun people do. They get their hair like that and then they scrape it back so it's off the top of their head, so that the little bun at the back, look, is just there, and this little Alice band keeps all their hair out their faces, bless them. Oh, absolute joke. 89 cents that though. If you do have a man bun, get yourself a beer. Now I don't know much about these because I've got 2 boys, but if you've got girls, look, boom. Dollies and things like that, look. All the things the little ones could possibly want. All the plastic toys that you're going to use once and throw away. You have got the full selection here. Dinosaurs. Let's just think what these guys are up to, look. Well, there's an Alsatian doing a horse with a pony doing an Alsatian. It's called Animal Farm. Dear gosh, I thought that was a different film. Are the camels having a bash on here with the elephant? You got pandas and bears. This is meant to be a kids section. Look, they all look like they're at it. Oh my God, look at these. Dinosaur 3-way. These 2 look happy as well, look. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Look at this. Horse and zebra. They're into breeding. Whoever's packed them, has got a good sense of humour. Look at the size of this bear. Can you see that? I'm not going to get it down. I'll show you. I'll turn it round. What's the size of him? Dear gosh. Huge teddies up there. Massive ones. Look. I bet they come alive at night, you know. When this place closes, I bet these lot are all up. I bet they're all running around. That one especially. He looks evil. There you go. Oh, this one's the evil one, look. There you go. Bloody hell. Right, I've got to get out of here. I've literally got to get out of here. I'm going to take you to Decathlon to have a look at the things there. Other little tips from Decathlon to save you on your holiday, okay? But before we go, look, stationery on there. It's got everything. Literally, they're even doing bloody tools now. Like I said, it's got a full hardware store at the back. I just haven't shown you today because I've shown you a few times. These are good luck if you want to get rid of the flies. And phone covers and stuff. They got absolutely loads. There you go. Right. Now we know where that guy in Tenerife gets all his clothes from. Stride on. Come on, let's go.